Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. India Meteorological Department has predicted a light rain and windy conditions in Hyderabad on July 30 and 31. The light rain accompanied with a sustained surface wind up to 20 to 30 km/h is very likely to occur in part of the city for the next 2 days. Despite cloudy conditions, the temperature will not decrease notably, said K. Nagatratna, the head of IMD. IMD officials also predicted a light moderate rain between July 30 and August 3rd in some part of the state. Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy on Monday mounted a scathing attack on the BRS, citing huge irregularities and mismanagement in the state power sector during the 2 terms of former Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Intervening during the debate on demand for grant, Chief Minister said the BRS attempt to distort the Supreme Court judgment on the mission of inquiry set up by the present government to investigate irregularities in the power sector during the last 10 years. Revanth Reddy said Chandrasekhar Rao and former Energy Minister G. Jagdish Reddy approached the apex court with the intent to dissolve the commission and escape from the probe. The Supreme Court directed the state government to merely replace the chairperson of the commission and proceed with the inquiry. The focus of the inquiry: irregularities in power purchase agreement and in the setting up of a new power plant during the BRS rule. Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy will launch the second phase of the crop loan waiver at the Legislative Assembly premises on Tuesday. He would waive crop loan of farmers up to Rs 1.50 lakhs each in one go. The money will be credited directly to the bank accounts of the farmers. The first phase, launched by the Chief Minister Revanth Reddy July 18th, crop loan of farmers up to Rs 1 lakh has been waived. In the second phase, 1.50 lakhs will be waived on July 31st, and in the third phase, Rs 2 lakhs will be waived soon after his return from the US trip. The Union Education Minister on Monday, July 9th, notified guidelines for the implementation of bagless days for classes 6 to 8 and making learning in school more joyful, experiential and stress-free. The guidelines, developed by PSS Central Institute of Vocational Education, a unit of the National Council for Educational Research and Training, were released on the 4th anniversary of the new National Education Policy 2020. The NEP 2020 has recommended that all students in class 6 to 8 participate in a 10 days bagless period. The Union Home Minister on Monday constituted a high-level committee headed by an additional secretary to probe the death of 3 IAS aspirants at a coaching center here due to falling of the building basement. The committee will inquire into the reason, fix responsibilities, suggested measures and recommended policy changes, a Home Minister spokesperson said. Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh said on Monday, July 29 that Congress, Samajwadi Party and the Trinamool Congress are among the parties that will be India bloc rally at Jantar Mandal to raise the issue of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal declaring health in judicial custody. Kejriwal in jail and cited his medical report to show that his sugar level have fallen 34 times between June 3rd and July 7th. During a press conference, Singh was asked about the parties joining the rally. Singh said that the name of the leader joining the rally at Jantar Mantar will be known on Tuesday. The Jharkhand Assembly witnessed chaotic scene on Monday as opposition BJP MLA raised concern over Bangladeshi infiltration and alleged atrocities against tribal, leading to multiple adjournment until Tuesday. As the session began at 11 a.m., BJP members stormed well of the House demanding government respond to High Court directive to identify Bangladeshi infiltrations in the Santal Parganas region and alleged police atrocities on tribal students at a hotel in Pakura district. Finance Minister Ramesh Oranu managed to table a supplementary budget of Rs 4,833.39 crore for the financial year 2024-25 amid the disruption TMC Rajya Sabha MP Saket Gokhale tore into Union budget on Monday, July 29. CE2 states have been extended favor to save the Narendra Modi-led coalition government participating in a general discussion on the budget in the Rajya Sabha. TMC member also alleged that 26 states have gotten nothing from Financial Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and West Bengal has been deliberately ignored. Union budget is a clear and shameful case of taxation without a representation, Gokhale said. Gokhale emphasized the idea of government taking money without giving people adequate representation and voice to the people have been considered a colonial idea. Rahul Gandhi addresses in the union budget in the second week of budget section claim that there is an atmosphere of fear in the country. The budget section will start on July 22nd, will conclude on August 12th. Rahul Gandhi invoked the Chakrayukt metaphor from the Mahabharata. Chakrayukt was a battle formation that led to the death of Arjuna's son Abhimanyu. Gandhi alleged that claim that the current government is creating a similar Chakrayukt entrapping farmers, students and the border population of India. Gandhi founded out that the BJP during 2024 budget section betrayed the country middle class. There are two ways by which the BJP betrayed India middle class: removing indication and enhancing long-term capital gain tax were the way which the middle class were betrayed by the BJP, Gandhi alleged. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy on Monday 29 spoke on the phone to the athletes from the state participating in the Paris Olympic 2024 and congratulated them on their success in the first round of their respective events. The Chief Minister spoke to boxer Nikhat Zareen, table tennis player Sirija Akula and badminton star PV Sindhu and congratulated them on their best performance. According to Chief Minister office, he also spoke to shooter Isha Singh preparing for the event and wished for her best. 5 accused arrested on July 29 in connection with an incident in which 3 civil service aspirants drowned in the basement of a coaching center that had been sent to judicial custody for 14 days by a court. The 5 accused, 4 co-owners of the coaching center at Rajendra Nagar and the driver of a car, were produced in court, which sent them to judicial custody until August 12th. AIMIM floor leader Akbaruddin Owaisi returned to approach the High Court and file a public interest litigation against the police high-handedness in the old city of Hyderabad. Speaking in the Telangana Assembly, Akbaruddin Owaisi asked if it is work for anyone to stand outside the house or more around for some medical emergency. Innocent people are being thrashed by lathi-wielding policemen for standing outside their house. If this continues, I will file a PIL in the court, said Akbaruddin Owaisi. He went ahead and said right in front of the police commissioner office at Banjara Hills, the hotel is open. It is because the police get fibris from guests at the hotel. He questioned contributing of the commissioner task force in enforcing the Lathi culture. He stated that task force was created to control organized crime. Instead, the task force is busy forcing people to go to bed at night, Akbaruddin Owaisi said. Akbaruddin Owaisi alleged that the police are collecting mamool from criminals while the innocent are trashed in the name of policy. Every police station get a mamool. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm saying this openly. Irrigation and Civil Supply Minister N. Uttam Kumar Reddy on Sunday informed that the state government has outlined a comprehensive expenditure plan for fiscal year 2024-25 focusing on various irrigation projects across the Godavari and Krishna basin. The plan aimed to create new irrigation potential and stabilize existing infrastructure to support agriculture productivity in the state. At a meeting, Uttam Kumar Reddy reviewed the affair of the irrigation development with advisory secretary and other senior officials of the department. The plan aims to create new irrigation potential and stabilize existing infrastructure to support agriculture productivity in the state. He stated that the irrigation sector revised a clear focus in the financial budget with a capital investment allocation of rupees 10,820 crores, highlighted the potential for flooding in a certain area during the rainy season and necessary precaution for reservoir and tanks. Additionally, 30 lakhs acre of Ayukat across Telangana in 5 years emphasized commitment to starting a new chapter in state irrigation sector aiming to benefit farmers and the public. The gold rate in Hyderabad have surged after the recent crash that occurred following the announcement of a reduction in custom duty on the yellow metal. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced a reduction in the rate from 15% to 6%. The rate of the yellow metal crashed and reached rupees 63,000 and 68,730 per gram for 28 carat and 24 carat gold respectively. Rahul Gandhi took a jibe at the union budget presented by the BJP-led NDA government at the centre, stating, "Desh ka halwa but raha hai." Rahul was referring to the customary halwa ceremony conducted before the union budget is presented. We expected that it could help farmers, labourers and small and medium businesses, but the sole aim of the business is to strengthen the framework of monopoly, business, political monopoly and deep state or the agency. Rahul said the budget did nothing to end this tax terrorism. The financial minister did not say word on the paper leak. Rahul said. Rahul says that I cannot see one OBC or tribal or Dalit officer in these 20 officers prepared the budget. हिंदुस्तान का हलवा 20 लोगों ने काटने का काम किया है. Rahul says out of 20 officers there is only one OBC and one minority. They were not even shown in picture, he added. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman met with social media influencers, including BJP IT cell members, on Sunday to discuss their concern regarding the union budget released on July 23rd. The move, however, garnered a strong criticism, with citizens accusing the minister of meeting right-wing influencers, including Pallavi Sethi, who is a co-convener of the BJP Mumbai unit IT cell. As per her bio, citizens were sharing the post expressed the discontent, labeling the meeting as a disgrace to the office of the finance minister. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revint Reddy called on outgoing Governor C.P. Radhakrishna on Monday. The Chief Minister drove to Rajya Sabha and made a courtesy call to Governor. Revint Reddy presented him with a shawl and memento and congratulated him on his appointment as the Governor of Maharashtra. C.P. Radhakrishna, who has been holding additional charge of Telangana along with Jharkhand, was appointed as the new Governor of Maharashtra on Sunday, where former Tripura Deputy Chief Minister Jishnu Dev Verma has been appointed as the new Governor of Telangana. He is likely to take the oath in a few days. Lok Sabha MP Asaduddin Owaisi expressed dissatisfaction with the government treatment of the Muslim community July 29, highlighting the alleged lack of focus on Muslim in financial budget. Muslim in Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman budget speech during a discussion in Lok Sabha on union budget. Owaisi criticized the government approach to inclusion and equity and accused treating Muslim as untouchability. During the budget, the finance minister mentioned 4 communities, but I want to ask, are there no poor young people, farmers or women among the 17 crore Muslim in the country? Owaisi said. Telangana government plan to provide loan of rupees 5,000 crore to help self-help group over the next 5 years under the mission of elimination of poverty in municipal area. The government launched the Indira Mahila Shakti scheme to promote women entrepreneurship. Under this scheme, women can establish micro enterprises such as stitching center, street vendor facilities with subsidy ranging from 10% to 35% based on eligibility. Telangana has 1.74 lakh self-help group with 17.65 lakh members. The Reserve Bank of India has released the list of bank holidays for the month of August. The bank will remain closed for a total of 13 days this month. As per the holiday calendar, usually bank branches are closed every other Saturday, 2nd and 4th, and all Sundays. Public holidays are another reason you might find the bank door shut. In a significant move to support farmers, the Maharashtra government launched Chief Minister Baliraja Free Electricity Scheme 2024, under which starting April 2024, all farmers utilizing farm public with a capacity of up to 17.5 horsepower will receive free electricity. The scheme will be in effect until March 2029, aimed to alleviate the challenges faced by farmers due to global climate change and unpredictable rainfall pattern. The policy will be reviewed after 3 years for any necessary adjustments. The government allotted a substantial budget for this initiative, including 6,985 crore for power tariff and concession and additional rupees 7,775 crore for power tariff waivers. The Yogi Adityanath government in Uttar Pradesh decided to impose stricter penalties for crime related to love jihad. The proposed changes include a life imprisonment for such crime. On Monday, the government introduced the Uttar Pradesh Prohibition of Unlawful Religious Conversion Bill 2024 in the state legislature. This bill proposed to double the penalty for previous defined offences and introduce a new crime with the provision for life imprisonment. Watch the channel, press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.